how would you kind of grade their offseason to this point? I mean, are they having a good offseason? Are they not? What do you think?
I'm not going to give them a grade just yet because they could still do things, but I feel like their team is worse than it was last week. I don't think they're having a good offseason. I mean, they downgraded it. They're going to downgrade it nose tackle. They're going to downgrade it left guard. Unless they do something cool, special at strong safety, they're going to downgrade it strong safety. They're going to downgrade it at nickel back. I mean, they can still do things. Getting Charvarius Ward is an upgrade, but holding on to Jimmy Garoppolo this long, not being able to get Stephon Gilmore or Carlton Davis or J.C. Jackson or Chandler Jones or Zadarius Smith. Like, look at the Ravens. The Ravens got Zadarius Smith and Marcus Williams. Boom. Those are two big moves to put you over the top. Or the Chargers got Khalil Mack and J.C. Jackson. Two big. What have the Niners done? I still feel like they haven't moved the needle. They got better at corner. They got worse at other spots. And they're holding on to this quarterback who's a non-asset. How do you see it?
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't care if you're the biggest suck up Niner fan in the history of the world. Anybody who's looking at this offseason so far and thinks that they've had a good offseason, what the hell are you looking at? I mean, seriously, really? You just lost DJ Jones. He's the anchor of your run D and a pretty good pass rusher. Yes. Kentavious Street's probably gone. You lost Laken Tomlinson.
You're not going to upgrade.
You added a corner, but did you really get the true number one corner that you're looking for? I don't think so. Maybe. I don't want to say for sure no, but I would say at this point, you didn't get a slam dunk number one corner. You lost the nose guard, basically your interior run stuffer. Mm-hmm. And you're going to lose Street, and you lost Tomlinson. I don't see. I mean, Oren Burks is a fast linebacker, special teamer. You're not nobody's hanging their hat on that, right? So I would say I don't want to be, Debbie Downer, but I got to see more because at this point in time, you're on the payroll if you think the Niners have had a good offseason so far.
Right. What the Niners would say is like they haven't made a bad move yet. They haven't overspent on a player. They spent a lot on Charvarius Ward, but only $27 million guaranteed. And that's what the Niners always do, right? They never want to overinvest in the first wave of free agency. That's Parag's thing. Wait till the second wave. That's when you'll get your good bargains. And that's what they're going to do more things. And they're probably going to get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo eventually. So it could get better, but right now it's very underwhelming. And I just want to say, I thought the whole point of having a quarterback on a rookie deal like Lance, look what the Ravens are doing. Look what the Chargers are doing. You make outrageous, irresponsible signings because you've got this bargain at quarterback. The Niners are just getting worse at multiple positions and saying, you know what, we're gonna shop thriftily. Why spend? You're this close to being the Super Bowl favorite, and the Niners are like, let's plan for the future and the present at the same time. I don't like it.
Well, what's the purpose of having Trey Lance if you're not going to pour that $20 million of savings into your O-line, your secondary, your linebackers, your D-line, whatever?
Right.
Make up your mind. But the purpose of having a young quarterback is to open your window, give yourself better talent around your quarterback.
Yes.
But if you draft a rookie quarterback, but you never quite trust him, so you keep the $20 million security blanket nearby at all times, you're really not committing to either direction.
Thank you.
And to me, that's a loss.
Defeating the purpose. Double B Studio says Niners went all in on Lance. There's no way they can have that last year and all in on Watson this year. Makes no sense. Well, look, I think Watson might have been their target last year. Things blew up with him. They had to pivot. What if they still want Watson? I mean, would you blame them?
Well, I mean, first of all, Watson's a proven entity, right? Yeah. There's very little risk football-wise in acquiring Deshaun Watson. We know what he is as a football player. He's accurate. He's a leader. He's damn good. He elevates his team. We don't know what Trey Lance is. I'm hoping Trey Lance is good. I think there's indications that he will be good, but it's a question mark. It's an unknown. And you're John Lynch and you're Kyle Shanahan, and Jed's looking down at you going, you guys done a decent job, but you know what? We're about winning Super Bowls, and I don't see Super Bowl number 6 in the trophy case. There's a clock ticking. It may be they may have a lot of goodwill in the building. They may have a lot of goodwill in the ownership room, but guess what? Everybody knows they haven't gotten it done yet. They're not made men in Ninerland. if you win a Super Bowl, you're probably a made man in Ninerland. They haven't done that yet. So I don't care what decisions you have to make. I don't care how it looks. I don't care what message it sends. Get it done. Either at the end of the day, you either got it done or you didn't. And right now, they haven't gotten it done. Will they get it done with Watson? I suspect that they have a better chance to get it done with Watson, I would suspect, than Lance or Jimmy.
Yeah, I would agree. Chase says, why is everyone assuming Watson doesn't get suspended by the league? He still could. It's true. He still could.
True. That's a big part of this. And that's another thing. You can't make a move for Watson and give up Lance and then have Watson suspended for the year.
Right.
You can't.
Right.
So you gotta, if whatever, you got Roger Goodell on speed dial, you better figure that part of it out. You better do your due diligence up front, because there's your lose, right? There's your lose. You invested all this capital in Lance, you trade Lance for Watson, and now you lose Watson for the year, and you go 5-11. I don't know that. I think Shanahan would survive. I don't know that Lynch would.
Yeah, that's a good question.
5-12, I guess.
That's a tough one. I feel comfortable dropping Jimmy, says Double B Studio, and go into the season with salary money and be able to address injuries when they happen during the season. Yeah,
he's talking about cutting him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of people.
I don't think I would cut him.
It seems like they could probably trade him for a day 3 pick right now, but they're too embarrassed to do it.
I just don't. I don't think you need to. I think supply and demand is in your favor. You have an asset that's in high demand, even though we know that Jimmy's got his faults and flaws. He's still an NFL starting quarterback. There aren't 32 of them. And until there are more than 32, you have the upper hand. Don't forget that. That would be my message. I think they'll get something for him. I don't think they're going to get anything elaborate, but they'll get something.
And remember, they get almost $8 million more in cap space if they trade him rather than cut him. So just take anything.
Right. That's a huge part of it.
Swap. Kevin says Jimmy G a straight trade with Mayfield. I don't like Watson. Don't trust anyone that pleads the fifth on 22 counts. Lance is the man this season, in my opinion. Jimmy G is a straight trade with Mayfield. I don't want Mayfield on the 49ers. I don't know what you're talking about there, Kevin.
I mean, I'd rather have Mayfield than Jimmy. I think Mayfield is better than Jimmy.
I'd rather have Lance than Mayfield, though. I've seen enough of Mayfield. I don't like him.
Yeah, I mean, Mayfield's done an awful lot of commercials. He seems like he's gone Hollywood.
Yeah.
He's got a good arm, but I mean, it's hard to evaluate. Yeah, it's weird too. It's like I like him more than Jimmy. I think in Kyle's offense, he'd be better than Jimmy. But man, I don't know how you sell that one to your fan base. That team selling Mayfield seems to be a stretch.
Yeah, Double B Studio says at this point, Jimmy Garoppolo is not tradable, having surgery. Well, we'll see soon enough. Charles Thurman says Jimmy's a milk dud. Okay, last one for Double B Studio. Just go with Lance already. Geez, they wasting time.